I started going after probate deals. My dad introduced me to the rabbi. He said, "Hey, do you know how to do these type of probate deals?" I'm like, "Sure, I know how to do those deals." Did my first probate deal that led me to city violations. City violations led me to doing fire damage deals. And when I started doing fire damage deals for the first 2 years, I didn't tell anybody what I was doing. And besides, the big dogs out here, I'm like, "Hey, what do you do with these fire damage deals?" They're like, "Elijah, no, run away from those. Those are too hard. Don't waste your time." I'm like, "Well, if you're gonna be running away from them, I'm running towards them." And so that's what I started doing. I started running towards these fire damage deals. Fast forward a couple years later, I figured out how to get insurance money out of it, how you could get up to pay 3 times. You wholesale the deal, you help the homeowner get more insurance money than they even know it's worth, because 80% of the time they're only getting 80% of the money, but they don't know it. And then I can help them find another property. So I'm helping them, I'm serving in 3 ways, and I'm getting paid in 3 ways on deals all my competition is overlooking. So did that for a while. That started to become really successful. Right before the pandemic happened, I started with my fiance, like, "Elijah, you can't be hoarding this information. God's not going to bless us unless we're from a mindset of abundance and start sharing this knowledge with people." Start sharing. We created a coaching program. She was my partner of my Fire Damage Profits program. We had the only fire damage Facebook group on there. Grew it to about 8,000 members, and we just had our coaching program. Everything was going well. Then I got the 16 unit deal with my partner, with my current partner, Mike Lima, about 2 years ago. And through that partnership, we got a 16 unit deal. A part of the deal was we had to keep a drug recovery nonprofit in place. So I became an owner of a drug recovery center where we're helping 150 guys stay sober. And so I felt like I'm adding more value. And we ended up making $800,000 on this deal where we split. And so we're like, "Hey, let's start doing bigger deals," which led us into creating this portfolio through Closer Olympics. And that's where we're at now. Instead of doing deals, I'll always do deals, but I'm thinking about the big picture now. Being 41 years old, I don't want to do more deals. I want to make bigger impact and live the quality of life that inspire others.
You started doing the fire damage kind of mentorship, and then with your wife as your partner, you want to kind of take it from there?
Yeah. So you said with the fire, explain kind of what happened with the fire damage.
You talked about you're getting into bigger deals after you were doing like the coaching, and you made $800,000 off of, it was like a recovery center.
Yeah. So
Okay.
yeah, so I did the fire damage. I did the fire damage for about 4 years, and then like we're doing so good. Some of our students are doing so good. I mean, you're doing 150,000 a month. Like, I need to do? What did I teach you? Can I get that recording again? So I'm like, all right. I mean, it's cool, and that's a gift and curse with it. And then a lot of gurus, they'll feel the same way. When your students are doing almost as good as you are, like, what am I doing teaching? I should be out here doing it, right? But we did that. We added value. We saw that was working. And I really believe by you being a blessing to others, that's how you receive your blessings, And I really believe the more seeds you plant, the more you harvest. So I feel like that's a lot of my give back I was doing. And before I even came up with Close Olympics with my partners, back in 9 years, maybe 10 years ago, I was one of the first people who just hopped on live, Facebook Live, and I did 100 calls episodes live, just calling sellers live. So that gave me the confidence to be able to put the skill sets out there. Like I said, and that allowed me to kind of create Close Olympics. And that opened up, as I was creating Close Olympics year after year, highlighting the best closers. I knew I had to keep my closing skills on board. I couldn't just be a closer from back in the day. Can you close still in this market? And so that allowed me, I followed up with this guy for like 2 years, following up. And I wasn't even calling him about the 16 units. I was calling him about another property. And I just happened to get him on the right day where he didn't want to deal with this anymore. And he didn't want to deal with the property. He's like, "You know what, Elijah, I don't want to sell that property. I got another property I want to sell you. I want to sell you the 16 units. But for me to sell to you, you have to agree to keep the drug recovery center in place. You have to agree to keep things in place. And by you doing that for me, I'll go ahead and sell you the 16 units. I know I can sell for more, but I'll sell to you because, basically, if you don't do that, I'm pretty sure I'll sell this to you." So I felt really good about it. We ended up, agreeing to do the deal. I bought it for 1.7, and we end up selling for 2.5. Me and my partner split $800,000. So he got 400,000, I got 400,000. For the record, that is the biggest check I ever got in one time in my life. that had my name on it. That's all mine. I had to split that with portions of it.